So are you ready for some football? The NFL season for 2023-2024 is about to kick off, and what better way to celebrate than to simulate a game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. But not the teams from 2023. How about the teams from 1991? To do that, I'm going to open one of the best video games ever for the Nintendo Entertainment System. That would be Tecmo Bowl from 1991. And I'm going to show you how you can use the website Kosmi to not only play that game against a computer, but even to share that link to play it with someone else. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, let me stop my video, and what I'm going to do now is click this button that says Apps. I'm going to go down to where it says Games. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, and here are the different types of emulators you can play. It really has just about every game for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, or PlayStation. Okay, so I can select the NES emulator. And in a second, you're going to see all of the games that are available for NES that I can play. Now, a second ago, I mentioned that I can actually share this with someone else and play this with maybe my friend who lives on the other side of the country. All I'll have to do is select this button that says Invite Friends, copy that link, and get this link to anyone that I want to invite to not only watch me play this game, but to also play with me. Okay, so if I select Choose a Game, you can see some of the options that are here. Now, as I explained in the previous video, there's no way to really search for the games that are here, but what you can do is use Command F or Control F to search. In this case, I'm going to hit Command F and I'm going to search for Tecmo, and it's going to show me all of the selections that are available, made by Tecmo, and I'm going to choose Tecmo Super Bowl. This game will load in a second. First thing I want to do is check my controller. Now, I don't have an additional D-pad to plug into my computer. I'm actually going to just use the keyboard, which should be kind of an adventure. You can see the A button is Z, the B button is X, and then I just have the, Shift and Enter button to use the Start and Select key. All right. I'm going to play this. Now, if you have a two-person game, you can switch the controls to control number 2, and you can customize their controller as well. There's a little bit of verbiage right over here that just mentions that there is a virtual multi-tap connection. It's either going to be controller 2 or controller 4 for player 2. Now, games, when they're loaded, they initially start on mute, so I'm going to turn my sound up, just like that. Okay, there is our sound. We are ready to go. This is just like Nintendo from 1991. Let me go ahead and start the game. Here we go. All right, I'm going to go down to just a regular preseason game. I'm going to do man versus computer. And I think I am going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Team number 2 is going to be the Detroit Lions. This should be an adventure. Okay, we'll start off with the coin toss. It looks like Detroit has won, and they certainly are going to start off kicking. So it looks like Nick Lowry, the kicker for Kansas City. Here we go. Oh, let me just switch my controller. That makes a little bit of a difference. All right. Finally, I got that going. So Tecmo Bowl originally released in 1988, sometime around then. This is the sequel from 1991. And this was so cool. I remember when this came out, it doesn't look that impressive today, but it was so interesting to see real players, real teams inside a game. I remember I used to play one, I think it was called like NFL, just NFL. It had real teams, didn't have real players. It was just an awful game, hard to play, nothing like Tecmo Bowl, and it looks like I have an interception. D. Ron Cherry on that play. So now I'm going to take offense. Quarterback for Kansas City, this is Steve DeBerg. I remember as a kid, DeBerg was like a veteran quarterback. I think he was 36 years old. Seemed like he was so old back then. Now he's would kind of just be a regular NFL quarterback. But back then it was pretty uncommon. All right, speaking of uncommon, there is Christian Okoye, one of the better runners in the game. Here we go. Off tackle. Oh. Now, that's crazy because that receiver was wide open. So I have no idea how DeBerg was able to mess that up. It kind of happens sometimes in Tecmo Bowl like that. Here we go. Come on. All right, he messed up another one. So I could kick the field goal, but instead I'm just going to cancel. Now, it does get a little confusing when you're trying to pass. Because, I don't know, it's a little easier when you have a D-pad as opposed to playing with a... Oh, look at that. Gutsy call on fourth down. I ran it off tackle with Christian Okoye. Oh, actually, Barry Word, another big running back that Kansas City had back then. What I was saying is it does get a little confusing when you have a controller. It's a little bit easier, at least I think, than using the keyboard to try to play. But here we are. The quarter's half done. I'm up 7-0 off a great interception in the first quarter. One of the better return men in the NFL, and Mel Gray picks that one up. Now, Detroit in this game has Barry Sanders. He's probably one of the better running backs in the game. They also have Rodney Peete. Oh my gosh, he's going to break off a huge run right over here. Now, Rodney Peete, I just looked up the stats, had about 360 yards, which is really pretty standard in terms of he was a mobile quarterback, but nothing kind of crazy. Oh, man. But he was known as a scrambling quarterback, even though he didn't run the ball that often, even back then. All right, here we go. A run to Sanders. I think I got him. Hang on. Nice tackle. Sometimes I find the best way to defend in this game is to maybe take like just a linebacker, like Derek Thomas, or someone who's fast and just kind of watch the play. Like this one. Oh, man. Detroit answers back with a off-tackle run by Rodney Peete. And ironically, I mentioned one of the best players in this game is Barry Sanders. He broke a pretty good run. Oh, look at that. There's certain things you can do in Tecmo Bowl which have never been able to be pulled off in real life. And you may check on YouTube and see like Bo Jackson running around an entire defense. A great example is that right over there. Very rarely do you see a player bust through the line and sack the holder on a field goal attempt. All right. Again, with some of these quarterbacks that are not very good, like I think in this game, DeBerg is kind of an average quarterback. Uh-oh, that's not good. Their throws are not always on target, or they make the player move. All right. Oh, shoot. Oh, he caught it. What a diving catch. Not a good pass, but a very impressive catch. Here we go. Oh, look out! Barry Word. He's at the 20. At the 10, he's going to score. A 50-yard run on the final play of the first quarter. Barry Word. Huge run. It's now 13-6 with the extra point coming up. It's almost automatic in this game. All right, there we go. Okay, go ahead and kick this ball off. You know, if you break a big run, it's actually pretty astonishing how much time. It's basically the entire quarter that goes by when you break off a big run. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take maybe our linebacker. Oh, got him. We got him. Guess that play. Now, I'm going to guess that same play because, let's see. So another... Uh-oh. Barry Sanders, I don't think we're going to catch him. If we do, it's good. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Man, every time I score, Detroit is able to answer back with some crazy big play. See if I can rush through the line and try to... Nope. What I was going to say before I got torched for that huge run by Barry Sanders is another strategy that works well is if you can't rush, sometimes you can kind of just hit the lineman that a teammate is... oh, there we go. Come on. Okay, here we go. All right. Great field position. What I was saying is you can kind of just... Uh-oh. Not good. The other funny thing is this was a pretty, revolutionary concept at the time back in 1991, the fact that there was like a playbook and real plays. But you can see there's only 4. And if someone guesses your play, you're pretty much sunk. Throw it. He's wide open. I'm just going to go for it. Forget it. All right, I need 8 yards. I think I have an idea. That was a bad choice. Horrible choice. I had a wide receiver just running in the clear at the top of the screen, and I threw it towards the middle. It was a lousy pass, and I deserved not to have that one completed. You can see how good Sanders is. I mean, I had guys in position on that play, and he kind of just weaved through, and I was fortunate that that player tackled him, because if he didn't, I don't think we would have stopped him. Okay, this is something that works kind of well. You can see he's got all day to throw. Uh-oh. Oh, nice tackle. Now, one thing I noticed playing this game again after many years is the timeout usage by the computer is just terrible. So they took a timeout with 1:56 seconds. Really no reason to take a timeout, but they did. It actually helped me. Pass block, it looks like I'm going to get the ball. Now also, the computer has to be one of the most conservative players in the game, but they're trying to kick this field goal. This is not conservative. This is about a 65-yard field goal. I can't imagine this is going to be anywhere near good. 1990... I was going to say, 1991 kickers didn't really kick that far, but surprisingly from that angle, it looked like it would have been good for 75 yards. He was just off by a little bit. All right, here we go. Here's Christian Okoye. Again, probably one of the better players in this game that I should be using more, but I just didn't. So now we've got about a minute left in the game. There we go. Oh, well, this is going to be a big play. Out of bounds. All right. You know, I think I may switch my strategy to just run the ball because I'm not getting... Nice catch. I'm not getting anywhere with DeBerg throwing the ball. Has not been a very good quarterback this game. Here we go. Off tackle. Got blockers right there. Oh! That was stupid. I just should have kept going. For some reason, I just... I don't know. I hit the tight end or the tackle who was blocking. All right. Man, he was wide open. Oh, shoot. 7 seconds left. Oh, boom. Up the middle. No defense at all. I find that the defense more times than not picks a running play. That time they may have actually kicked a passing play. So probably one of my best play calls of the game to run it up the middle with 7 seconds left in the half. And here is the famous halftime show. There's the wave. They usually have cheerleaders. There's the cheerleaders. And let's get ready for the second half of the game. All right, we have Todd McNair. Now, there are no touchbacks in Tecmo Bowl, so you have to bring the kick out all the time, even if it's like, oh, that's going to be a good return. Even if it's all the way in the back of the end zone, if you run out of bounds, you actually get a safety. Straight line speed, just ran through that play. Oh man. Okay, I have to remember the keys because I wanted to switch my receiver, but instead I ended up just actually throwing the ball. Uh-oh. Big play. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Oh, horrible pass. I'm telling you, in this game, Steve DeBerg, not really good. He was, uh-oh. Here we go. He should be wide open in the end zone. Boom, in stride, touchdown. I guess DeBerg redeemed himself a little bit, throwing that to Rob Thomas. 27-13. Now, if you never played this game when it was out, this was, again, 1991, so this was before there was the 2-point conversion. So when you play in Tecmo Bowl and you score a touchdown, you don't get the option to go for 2. You always kick the 1-point PAT. All right. Now, my defense has given up some big plays. For the most part, haven't played terrible. Uh-oh. It's going to be trouble. Come on, Derek. Oh, boy. Oh, shoot. No. I'm telling you, every big play, Detroit comes right back and responds. One of the more frustrating things that you see in this game, if you're playing, you could see that when Sanders was breaking out, I had guys that would have just caught him if they would have tackled him if they just kept running. But instead, you see them dive way too early before they're really close enough to go there, and the result is never very good, especially for a player like Barry Sanders. Oh! Pretty nice game, returning. Okay, I know what I have to do here. I have an idea here. It's funny, whoops, I didn't mean to go backwards. My tight end was wide open, but again, Steve DeBerg just could not put the ball in the right place. That's never good when they guess the play that you call. See how this play calling works. Aha. Here we go. Oh, he's killing him. Rob Thomas. Touchdown. All right, 34-20 now. Point after. It's good. And let's see what Detroit is able to do. Like I said, almost every time that I score a touchdown, they have found ways to come back. Great tackle. We have got him inside the 5, which is just a ridiculous. Oh, a safety. Neil Smith, a really good defensive end, took him out with the safety, although it really wasn't the offense's fault because there's no way that returner should have ever brought that ball out. But of course, in Tecmo Bowl, you don't have the option to take a touchback. You instead always have to bring it out. The results are disastrous. Oh, ooh, good tackle. Chris Spielman on that play, former Buffalo Bill, a player I grew up watching. Oh, here we go. But again, you can see not really a good pass. He had to come back for it rather than hitting him in stride. Here we go, off tackle. Wait for our blocks. It's a bad play. Oh, but he made up for it. Great run. So I probably should have just kept going to the right-hand side there. I cut back, made a real slick move because Christian Okoye is a very good running back. And I'm up. It's a pretty nice lead so far. So let's see what my defense can do, because coming up I'm going to make some changes here and show you one of the really fun parts about Tecmo Bowl. If I can stop my Mel Gray. It's pretty. Oh shoot! Get him. Okay, I think we got him. The fact, lousy clock management by Detroit, taking those timeouts with 2:49 left in Tecmo Bowl, half of the quarter. Neil Smith coming up big in the fourth quarter. You can always count on the computer really doing some really goofy things in this game. Oh, nice play. Derek Thomas, one of the better defenders in this game, just completely beat the tackle around the edge. Let's see. Oh, we got him. We got him. And of course, it looks like they're going to kick another 65-yard field goal. There's no way this is going to be good. No chance. Again, he's got the leg. Just cannot do that accurate. All right. Let me show you something I really enjoy, and that's the option to be able to switch players. So I have no idea who Elkins is, but I'm going to switch Elkins. Let me go ahead and I'll switch Okoye for McNair. This is J.J. Burdan. I think this is Emily Harry, I think. I'm going to bring in all of our backup players. This was something I really enjoyed about the original Tecmo Bowl. There's Mike Elkins. Physical condition, bad. Not what you want to see from your quarterback, but let's go ahead and give Elkins a couple passes here. Let's see what he's got here. He's going to launch a bomb. Oh, to Burdan. Okay. Mike Elkins. Poor. Uh-oh. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. If you can get a ball off when the other team guesses your play, usually it doesn't work good. Best case scenario is an incompletion. Worst case is usually like an interception. Oh, look at that. Now, I could have scored, but I didn't, because I would like to have Mike Elkins kind of be the hero here. Oh, shoot. I want to get a touchdown pass for Mike Elkins, so I think I have an idea here. You know, if he just waited... If he just stood still, I would have had the running back out of the backfield. Okay, break. There we go. Dropped. Okay. I gotta go for this. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay. He's wide open. Right there. What a bummer. What a bummer. I don't know what happened, but for some reason I just couldn't get that pass off. Yes! Okay. So this is great because now I have one more chance thanks to Derek Thomas. Oh, the onside kick. Okay. Oh, time's up. So final score, 46-20. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those stats. Some disgusting running yards. You can see 7 for 79 for Okoye. Barry Sanders, 7 for 158. It's disgusting. Big day for Rob Thomas, but other than that, Steve DeBerg did not play well. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you made it the whole way, thank you for watching. If you want to check out how to play Tecmo Super Bowl yourself, maybe you can be Detroit or your friend can be Kansas City, go to Kosmi.io, sign up for an account, and go ahead and play. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment area below.